The 40-40 club in baseball is one of the most elite clubs to join. Right now, there's only 4 guys that have been able to join the 40-40 club in a season. 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases, combining absolutely elite power with elite speed, base running skills. It's just something you don't see in baseball. Think about the best home run hitters of all time. They typically aren't fast. Think about the fastest players of all time. Typically have no power. But there is an elite group of guys that are able to combine power and speed to join the 40-40 club. Now, the reason that I'm talking about the 40-40 club is because Ronald Acuna hit his 40th home run yesterday, and he is currently only 3 stolen bases away from joining that exclusive club. So I thought with only about 10 games left in the season, I think Acuna's gonna get it. I have a feeling you're gonna see him try to steal a lot of bases in the next few days. Why not talk about one of the most exclusive clubs in all of baseball, which is the 40-40 club. Now, before we get going into this video, as always, if you guys do enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. That's the best way to support the channel. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. If you love baseball, you need to click that sub button so you don't miss out on any of the stuff I upload. And I need to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, On Deck Customs. You see these amazing Captain America USA flag cleats? Yeah, On Deck Customs sent me these. On Deck Customs takes your baseball cleats and customizes them. And I think we can all agree these look pretty sick. Now, they've partnered up with me to do a fantastic giveaway where you guys can get 1 pair of cleats customized for free. All you need to do is go over to their Instagram, On Deck Custom, which I left a link in the description to, drop them a follow, and keep an eye out for their next post with the details on how to enter the giveaway. You want your cleats to look sick next baseball season? You need to go to On Deck Customs, and hey, you can even win a free pair. So as I previously mentioned, there are 4 players that are currently involved in the 40-40 club in Major League Baseball, with Ronald Acuna on the brink of joining it. So I figured today would be a good time to go over those players that were in it, their historic seasons, talk about these players who did incredible feats, and I'm going to talk about Ronald Acuna in this as well because he deserves to be talked about. He's having a great season. So let's start off by talking about the first player to ever join the 40-40 club. Go figure, that's Jose Canseco. Now, a lot of you probably know Jose Canseco for bad reasons. He was pretty much the face of steroids in baseball, so that alone's not a great look. Played for the A's in the 80s, and then he hopped around teams in the 90s and 2000s, and he was a really good player, but like I said, most of you know him for bad reasons because, let's be honest, the dude was a huge juicer. He's admitted to it. He sold out other people for juicing. He's kind of the guy who brought steroids into baseball, but regardless of that, a 40-40 season still pretty impressive. So let's talk about that 1988 season where Jose Canseco had a 40-40 year. In only his 3rd full season in Major League Baseball, Jose Canseco in 1988 won the MVP along with having a 40-40 season. His numbers that year were pretty incredible. In 158 games with the Oakland A's, 23-year-old Jose Canseco finished the season with 187 hits, 120 runs, a league best 42 home runs, 34 doubles, and 124 RBIs. Like I said, he stole 40 bases as well, getting caught stealing 16 times. A .307 batting average with a .391 on base, .569 slugging, which was best in the American League, and .959 OPS to give an OPS plus at 170. What makes Jose Canseco interesting is that his stolen base numbers would drastically vary year to year throughout the rest of his career, going as low as 2 in some seasons to going as high as 29 in others. In his 17-year career, he finished just under 2,000 hits with 1,877, 462 home runs, 340 doubles, 1,407 RBIs. He also stole 200 bases, getting caught stealing 88 times. Career batting average at 266, on base at 353, slugging 515, and OPS at 867. He won the Rookie of the Year in 1986, 6-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, and 4-time Silver Slugger. As a person, Jose Canseco, he's really not the best. Like, if I'm a young player, I don't want to be like Jose Canseco. He's just not a great player for the game. But at the time that he was playing, he was one of the best of the best, and it's hard to deny how good those numbers are, even with taking steroids. I mean, 40-40, that's pretty impressive. So while I'm not the biggest Jose Canseco fan, it's hard to disparage what he did in that season. Pretty impressive. Next up on that list is another fan favorite, Barry Bonds, who personally I think is the greatest player of all time. I know that's gonna bother people because of the whole steroids thing, but if you don't think Barry Bonds is the greatest player of all time because he took steroids, you don't know what steroids actually do. But that's the video for another time. Let's just talk about the fantastic seasons Barry Bonds had, specifically in 1996, where he was a member of the 40-40 club. 1996 was a pretty disgusting year for Barry Bonds, 31 years old. He had been in San Francisco for 3 seasons already, so he was pretty much in the groove of things. In 158 games, Barry Bonds hit 42 home runs, 27 doubles, and 3 triples to drive in 129 RBIs. He stole 40 bases that year, getting caught stealing only 7 times, walked a league best 151 times, hit .308 with a .461 on-base percentage, .617 slugging, and an OPS at 1.076. Those numbers probably have you thinking, where did he finish in the MVP voting that year? He finished in 5th, behind Ken Caminiti, Mike Piazza, Piazza, Ellis Burks, and Chipper Jones. Ironically, Ken Caminiti, big steroid user as well. As for Bonds' career, we know he is one of the best players of all time. That's not up for debate. In his 22-year career, he finished with 2,935 hits, Major League Baseball record 762 home runs, 601 doubles, 77 triples, and 1,996 RBIs. For his career, he stole 514 bases, getting caught 141 times, and he walked an MLB record best 2,558 times. Career batting average at 298, on base at 444, slugging 607, and a career OPS at 1,051. Bonds won 7 MVP titles, 14-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glover, 12-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and 2-time batting title champion. Barry Bonds was a stud. His 1996 season was crazy, and he finished in 5th in the MVP voting that year. Personally, one of my favorite players of all time. Grew up watching this guy. I was every day waking up in the morning seeing if Barry Bonds hit another home run. Steroids or not, he was an incredible player, one of the best of all time, the GOAT in my opinion, and he's a member of the 40-40 Club, kind of showing how good he really was. Oh, geez. This next player of the 40-40 Club, yeah, he took steroids as well. I didn't even realize this before I made the video, but 3 of the 4 40-40 Club members are big steroid guys. Well, if you didn't know already, you probably could have guessed it. It's Alex Rodriguez, who joined the 40-40 Club in 1998 with the Seattle Mariners. Alex Rodriguez, like Barry Bonds, is probably one of the better players in baseball history. Steroids or not, again, this dude was an absolute stud. His numbers back it up, but let's specifically talk about 1998 right now. Of course, in 1998, A-Rod joined the 40-40 Club. He played in 161 games that year, had a league best 213 hits, 42 home runs, 35 doubles, and 5 triples to drive in 124 runs on the season. He stole 46 bases, getting caught stealing 13 times, 310 batting average, 360 on base, 560 slugging to give him an OPS at 919. He finished in 9th place in the MVP voting that year, losing out to Juan Gonzalez, who finished in 1st that year, who ironically Jose Canseco accused of using steroids and has had his name thrown around steroid allegations for years. Man, the 90s, lots of steroids going around. Obviously, for A-Rod's career, he's one of the best players of all time, and statistically, he can back that up. In his 22-year career, he finished with 3,115 hits, 548 doubles, 696 home runs. Can't believe it didn't try to get to 700 that final season. 2,086 RBIs, stole 329 bases, a lifetime batting average at 295, on base at 380, slugging at 550, and an OPS at 930. He's a 3-time MVP, 14-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, 10-time Silver Slugger. He won the batting title and was a part of the 2009 World Series Yankees team. During his playing time, didn't really like him that much. I appreciate how good he was, but he was kind of a jerk. He's somehow done a complete 180. He's like engaged or something to J-Lo, might even be married. I think he's a great analyst. Commentator on ESPN, not so much, but when he's on Fox, he does a great job. He's like really likable now, which is a shame that he couldn't have been like this during his playing career, because I think he would have been appreciated even more than he already is. A-Rod's a stud, 40-40 Club, absolute beast. And then for the final player that's officially in the 40-40 Club, before we talk about Ronald Acuna, we have Alfonso Soriano. Kind of a name you probably didn't expect. Soriano joined the 40-40 Club in his first season with the Washington Nationals in 2006. Of course, played for the Yankees, Rangers. He's really good, probably one of the more underrated players of our time. So let's go take a look at his numbers. In his only season with the Washington Nationals in 2006, Soriano joined the 40-40 Club, 159 games played, 179 hits, 46 homers, 41 doubles, 2 triples, and 95 RBIs, stole 41 bases, getting caught 17 times, a 277 average with a 351 on base, 560 slugging, and an OPS at 911. Prior to being in Washington, he had been a second baseman for the majority of his career, but that year they decided to stick him in left field and the outfield. So he did this while learning a new position, essentially. For his career, Soriano played 16 seasons playing with the Yankees, Rangers, Nationals, Cubs. He finished with 2,095 hits, 412 home runs, 481 doubles, 31 triples, and 1,151 RBIs, stealing 289 bases on his career. A lifetime average at 270, on base at 319, slugging at 500, and OPS at 819. He's a 7-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, and he also won an All-Star Game MVP. Alfonso Soriano was an absolute stud. So good that he came close to making the 40-40 Club multiple times. In 2002, he missed out on it by 1 home run, 39 homers, 40-plus steals that year, and he was a few steals and home runs away a couple seasons with Texas and the Yankees. A lot of you probably don't necessarily remember watching Alfonso Soriano because towards the end of his career, he really wasn't the same player. But for me, who grew up watching him, even though I was a Mets fan, I saw the highlights. The dude was an absolute stud. Deserves more credit for the kind of player he was. And he's a part of the 40-40 Club. Pretty impressive. And then last but not least, we have Ronald Acuna, who is not a part of it just yet, but it looks like he has a very good chance. I expect to see him stealing a ton of bases the next few games here to end the season, because he's only 3 stolen bases away from joining this exclusive club. After a dominant 2018 rookie season where he finished first in the Rookie of the Year voting, hitting 26 homers in his first season, Acuna has continued to tear up Major League Baseball in his 21-year-old season in 2019. In 153 games thus far, Acuna has a league best 123 runs, 173 hits, 40 homers, 21 doubles, 2 triples, and 99 RBIs. He stole 37 bases, getting caught stealing 9 times, and he's also struck out a league high 185 times this year. Batting average 279, on base 363, slugging 513, and an OPS at 876. Acuna is a stud, made the All-Star team this year, and he's clearly shown that he's one of the best young players in baseball. He's going to be dominating the MLB for many years to come, and as a Mets fan, it's gonna kill me to watch this guy because the Braves have control over him for so long, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. So those are the 4 players currently in the 40-40 club in Major League Baseball, with Ronald Acuna on the brink of joining it and becoming the 5th player to ever do that. I would love to know what you think about the 40-40 club. Are you excited to see Ronald Acuna join such an exclusive club? Remember to leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. That's the best way to support the channel, as well as drop in a subscription. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that red sub button, join the team. If you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram, make sure you do that. GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description, as well as a link to On Deck Customs Instagram, who's going to be giving away a free pair of customized cleats. That's going to wrap up today's video though, guys. I'm done. Gonna make my video for tomorrow because I'm going to be in the city all day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. You know the drill. YouTube recommends you watch this video right here, as well as this is my most recent upload, so click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another video tomorrow. We got an absolute banger alert. Bye.